streamers, we are now officially done with round 3 of the 2023 World Championships of Risk. The points have been entered, but we're still waiting to hear the final cut line. But we're going to go through that. We're pretty sure we know where that cut line is going to be. We'll see who made it. Preview a little bit of round 4 coming up, including the zombie apocalypse. Depending on how fast this lobby fills up, we'll play a game here with the Discord lobby. If not, we'll play a game with bots and just work through some of the strategy and planning as you go into your round 4 game. So we'll go through all of that as we go. I'll wait on this lobby for now, and let's go through the scoreboard for the tournament so far. All right, so we've got, sorry, you're looking at the wrong screen. So far in the tournament, we've got 3 rounds fully complete. Started with over 1,000 players, biggest risk tournament there's ever been, I believe. So currently leading all scores is Stay Facto with 61 points, a 21, a 20, and a 20. EG Sneaks in second, 59 points, a 21, 20, and 18. And you can see how those scores go down from there. We've got a total of 18 scores 50 or higher. The top 150 make it into round 4. We were at about 307, I believe, that made it into this round. I am down in 41 points in a tie for 88th place. So it's going to take a pretty special round for me. Up there. It's going to take a pretty special round for me to be able to get into the next round. Only the top 48 get into round 5. So it's a big cut. We cut it in a third, more than a third from this round. So it's going to be a very, very competitive, intense round with a lot of people trying to grab bounties and get big point swings to get them into the next round. I have my round 3 game on my YouTube channel. You can check it out at Mitch on Risk to watch the full game. It's a very intense game. I'm also linking other streamers' games on YouTube, so you guys can also watch theirs. So make sure you check out their games also. Let's see what else. So the game breakdowns are all in here. I did a little analysis because we thought the scores in round 3, because it's a 70%, we're going to be a little lower on average. Turns out the average score was 8.3, which is higher than a point higher than it was in round 2, which was surprising to me at least. And even the percentage above 10, which I thought would be a big difference, it was 35% in round 2, ends up being 33 and 2/3% in round 3, so not that different. So there were a lot of points. Total competitors that played in round 3 ended up being 297, so there are about 10 no-shows. Most of those came in right at that cut line of 24. So we've got our round 4 settings. Let's take a look at those. Our round 4 settings are, the map is going to be Las Vegas, Nevada. The game type is Zombie Apocalypse, which means there's 5 human players and 1 zombie player in each game. Then we've got Blizzards on, Fog of War on, portals are stable, placement is auto, card bonus fixed, AI difficulty expert, turn timer 60 seconds, alliance is off, obviously. And then we've got balance blitz dice. The top 150 are playing in this round, and you can see down here, only the top 48 make it through this round into round 5, or what you could call the quarter-final round. So we're 1 round away from the quarterfinals. So it's going to get a little intense. Most of the players that are remaining have had really good risk play and probably some luck to get to this point. So let's take a look over at our game lobby real quick. See if we got any more. We don't. So we're going to do a little bot game. Let me check in the Discord real quick and make sure. Yeah, no one else looks like they're joining at this time. Okay, give me 1 second, and then we will switch over to a bots game so that we can get better at our zombie skills. I've played a bunch of practice games trying to get better at the map, the Vegas map, and also getting better at my zombie skills, I guess you would call them. So let me jump over and we'll go to an all bot game here for you guys, and then we'll try to watch the lobby to see if we can jump into a game as it fills up. So we're gonna go back. We're gonna do a solo game against bots in Las Vegas, Nevada. Zombie Apocalypse. If you guys watched my first two zombie videos, I've learned a lot since then, specifically about this map and specifically about the in-game strategy against zombies. So I'm going to try to take you through some of those tips that I've picked up after just playing a lot of these games. I will fast forward through the opponent turns or the AI turns, except for the zombies. We will try to, once we get to that point of the end game, we will go a little slower through that so you guys can see what's happening. So the difference in playing playing bots versus humans always is they're way more aggressive. They're gonna break you more. So you got to play a little bit different. So we'll do that for this game. We'll play it a little differently than we will when we play our human opponents. But I'll try to get you a practice game in right after this with human opponents from the Discord lobby, so that you guys can also see kind of how that strategy works. Okay, so if you guys have watched my zombie videos, you know the zombies can only attack if they have double the amount of troops as you. For instance, this 3 down here that the zombies have cannot attack my 4 because he needs 6 troops to attack it. So that's the first rule of zombies. You got to know who they can attack and who they can't attack. They have to be double to attack. In this bot game, just like in your actual tournament game, you got to find an early bonus, and you want to find a quick bonus, meaning 2 or 3 territories would be great. Maybe a 4 territory. Use the blizzards to help you to see if you can find something that's obviously you need to be where your troops are, but you want to find a small, quick one. That's the way to play zombies. Is to get that early bonus and to start really building strong so the zombies can't hit you. So there are 10 bonuses on the Vegas map. You've got Vegas, North Vegas, Spring Valley, the Strip, Sunrise Manor, Enterprise Paradise, Greater Whitney, Henderson, and Lake Mead. My recommendation is not to go early for Vegas, this +7 up in the top left, or Henderson down in the bottom middle, also a +7. They're really tough, and they're going to spread you out against the zombies and your opponents. Just not a smart play. Lake Mead can work. I've used it a couple of times and it's worked okay. But really, these 6 in the middle are what you're going for. Sunrise Manor is a 2 territory hold for a +2. And I've seen that really work well, especially in my human games, to hold that Sunrise Manor for that +2. Just because you don't have to spread out at all. So let's do that. Let's show you what that looks like. I could also, well, let's do this one. Let's do Paradise down here. For those of you that don't know, Las Vegas, the area you think is Las Vegas, is not actually Las Vegas. It's Paradise, Nevada. There is an area called Las Vegas, but that's actually not incorporated there. So I'm trying to just see who I can fortify down to help me. Again, you're playing zombies, so they're going to want to hit you. I'm going to just move this 1 over. So the zombies have a 3 here. I've got a 3, so the zombies can't hit it because they would need a 6 to hit it. I've got a 2 here. The zombies would only need a 4, but they're not bordering it with anything. I'm going to move this here for now. Obviously, I'm playing bots, so they can hit me and attack me from those sides. All right. We are going to fast forward through these. The bot hits me down here, breaks my bonus. Kind of expect that. When you're playing bots, it's really tough. You'll see the difference as we play a human player or human players, especially good human players. It's totally different. So we're going to take this and try to hold again. I want to leave this because I want to take this bonus next. So let's see if the bots will leave me alone for a turn here. So people think that zombies is like a random attacking that they're doing, but it's not random at all. It's all programmed. It's AI. It's programmed. Exactly how it happens has to be what happens. So they've got a certain path they're working on this map. They will take the path of least resistance though. So they will go along their path as long as they have double the troops. If they don't have double the troops, they'll go to their second best option and take that path. So they are going to basically roll themselves down to a 1 on every turn. um, unless they run into a territory that's too big to attack for them. They get troops early in the game based off of the first few rounds. They're just increasing their percentage they're getting of their troops all the way up to 150%. So if the zombies have, let's say these were their only 5 troops on the board, which we know there are more, but let's say there's 5, they would get 150% of those troops, which is basically triple. So 15 is what their troop count would be. They're not up to 150% yet because we're only in round 3, so they're only getting like, I don't know, 60% of their troops or something. That's not as important to know. That mechanic isn't as important to know. What's important to know is if they get down below 40% or get taken out of the game entirely, they will respawn and infect one of the players. So they'll take over a player's territories or one of a player's territories, and they'll. So if you have a big stack, they'll take it and then they'll attack back behind you. They don't attack or take over a player or infect a player twice before they've infected everybody on the table once. So once you get infected, you know that you've been infected. It'll go through the other people. The other piece of it is zombies, once they get a big portion of the board, which they almost certainly will in your tournament game, because most players are not going to waste a bunch of troops killing zombies because it's just a waste of time. You can't take out the zombies until you're the final 2 players on the board. It won't let you. Even if you take them out, they're going to come right back next turn. So most people won't waste a bunch of troops. So you're going to see in your tournament games the zombies get really powerful. Once they get powerful, they stop getting that 150%. Can we take and hold that? We'll give it a shot. So I wouldn't be this aggressive if I was playing a human game. If I'm playing a human game, I'm going to build my 3 territories and I'm going to just attack off and move back. I'll start doing that now that I have 2 bonuses. I went a little more aggressive because I'm playing bots, and that's kind of the way you have to play them. But when you're playing your tournament game, get you a bonus, 3 or 4 territory max bonus, and then you're gonna just come off of it, take your 1, fortify back, let the zombies take back your 1, until you build up. You may want to have a big external, but also you can have just one of your territories a lot bigger than the other, and that can be your one to go kind of find opponents and try to get bounties as they become available in the game. Okay. So look, I'm infected now. He took my stack up here. He's 7, so he can't hit my 4. His 3 can't hit my 7, 4, or 4. So they're going to attack away from me here. It makes a lot of sense after playing this a few times why the tournament team came up with the idea of playing zombies on Vegas with portals, because it is tough. When you get down to the 2-player end game, if you played really conservatively all game long, you're going to be really in trouble at that 2-player in game, which is fine, but it does kind of force action because the more active you are during the game, the better chance you're going to have in that in game versus the zombies. If you don't take out the zombies at the end, you get second place. Zombies get first, so you only get second place points. You also lose that zombie bounty at the end if you do that. All right, red's out of the game. Okay. So we've got our hold right here. I guess I'll just start playing this like I'm playing humans to some degree. The problem is you got to play bots a little differently than humans. I'll fast forward your AI turns here. Okay, so we've got our bonus. The question is, where are we going to work to our next bonus? We're going to work here. I think I put them all this time. Maybe I can hold it. I got infected last time. Again, the good news is I know I can't be infected again until everyone's been infected. In fact, when the zombies do an infectation, I don't know if that's right. When they do that, what is happening is they've gotten too low in terms of that troop percentage on the board, that below 40% mark. So they go infect one of the opponents, take one of their territories, and usually it's your biggest or one of your biggest stacks that they're taking. They take it over, they convert them all to their troops, and they start attacking. Another note on zombie attacks. So let's see if we can watch one. Yeah, on the next turn we'll watch one. But if a zombie's got a 4, he could attack this 2. If he hits this 2, he gets a +1 because they get half of the troops they took out given back to them, and it's rounded up. So if they take out a 3, they would get 2 troops back to them. So that's why a zombie can go on a 2-on-1 and still end up with 2 troops on the new territory, so they can go another 2-on-1, another 2-on-1. So those chain attacks are what are really annoying when a zombie gets behind your lines. We're having to keep every territory a guard right now, which is not a great situation, obviously. You can hear those great zombie sound effects. We're going to build up to where the zombies can't really hit us. They're at 5s. So if I get these up to 5s, they have to be up to 10, so that'll save us for a couple turns. What you want to watch as the game goes on is what zombies are getting per territory when they're rebuilding. So when they get their troops at the start of their turn, got up to an 8, which knocked me down because he took someone else out. So the zombie in game is a lot easier to keep track of the math because they can only gain so many troops. The zombie game, while there's other players on the table, is tough because again they're getting half of those troops back when they win an attack. When you're playing bots, especially, bots obviously don't protect themselves super well, so you end up with a lot of goofy stuff like what just happened. I'm gonna try to speed up just to get to the end game for you guys and not die before that point, hopefully. So let me go through these next couple turns a little bit quicker. Try to actually hold our bonus here. What I've found is about round 5, yeah, where we're at right now, you'll start seeing some weaker players. So really watch how many troops they're getting starting round 5. Like yellow's getting 3, but using all their troops to attack right next to me for some reason. So watch those, because that can show you where your weaker players are that you can go try to get a bounty from. All right, we've got 8. I think the move here is to build up our positions just a little bit. Take this portal maybe. And we move back. So we've got plenty of troops because if you have the same number of troops, definitely the zombies aren't going to hit you anytime soon. When the zombies fortify here in a second. Okay. Zombies got white. Zombies might get yellow. I think I can get yellow here. I don't know if that's all of him, but we're going to try. So again, my recommendation, watch your levels. So 5 and 6s, we're not going to be hit by zombies anytime soon. This 9's a little bit more precarious, but we've got a 10 next to him. So we're going to just build here. Go try to hit yellow and take them out. There we go. Obviously, this is different with human opponents when you're playing bots. A lot easier to take them out. Black's my only opponent left. I guess I could go try to take him out. I don't know how much he has left. I'm guessing this is it. 3 on 2. But then I gotta move my zombie. I gotta move back to defending. Oh, I got a 6 here to work with. Okay. Of course. Okay, we're gonna move these guys back for now. I think Black's down to just this. I'm not sure. The whole goal is to get down to this end game so I can show you guys. Okay, Black's taken out anyway by the zombies. Okay, so now it's all math. Zombies in game is all math. Stay plus, make sure you're over that double amount. Grab you bonuses as fast as you can. Work towards bonuses. So I need to grab this +3 in the strip. You're gonna feel like you can't Um, just because of the way our minds work, because we play Risk a lot, our minds work to where we shouldn't be attacking a 7 with an 8 or something, but you can against zombies. So we're going to build out here. We're going to leave that for now. Let him have his turn. He can't hit me anywhere, right? He doesn't have double any of my troops here. I need to get to a corner so that I don't have to guard everywhere and I can start being more efficient about my guards. But I also want these bonuses. So I'm going to work this way, grab both of these bonuses, fill in the corner, and then work my way out the rest of the board. See, he could not attack me anywhere. I want to make sure I'm attacking. I'm trying to take the strip now, so I need these 2 territories. I think that's the strip. I don't know why I just moved them all. That was dumb. Okay, that was dumb. No, okay, so I don't fully have the strip. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to move half these guys back, give them back as 1. If you ever get in trouble with zombies, especially in your end game, just give them back that 1 territory, right? So I'm giving them back the 1. You don't have to be perfect. Hello, Micro 101. What's the 3 for? All right, so we got zombies adding. They're all +1 adds. When you're in your end game, the +1 means the zombie has enough troops to not have to add extra. The worst case scenario is the zombie gets under that 40% mark and they get the 150% add all in one term, so they get hundreds of troops. Oh yeah, 3 territories for the strip. You're right. Thank you, Micro. So if they get to that phase where they're under 40%, they get a ton of troops, and you're in big trouble because they'll add 10 to each territory. You're not prepared to defend it, and they'll take over a ton of the board. And you have to restart over. So watch your +1s are great. +2s should be a red flag for you. When the zombies start getting +2s on every territory, that means they're getting closer to that mark. And then when they get to +3s, that's basically telling you on your next turn you've got to take out the zombies or they're gonna make their big move. So watch when zombies in the end game, when you're just you and the zombies, watch if they're getting +1s, +2s, or +3s. That'll keep you ahead of the game in terms of being surprised when they're gonna get their big allotment. Okay, can I do this better maybe this time? And we'll split here. We'll take one more turn and we'll get the strip. So again, patience, but you want to be moving towards taking bonuses in this in-game strategy. He's getting 45. See all the +1s? That's what I'm talking about. Watch the +1s. +1s are good. +1s, you're keeping everything status quo. It's easy to keep up with him getting +1s in terms of your guards. When it gets to +2s, you've got some concern. Got good cards. Cool. We will take the strip. We're going to add some here because we're going to work on that guard. Take the strip, leave just enough. See, he's at 10 max, so 5s are the best thing he can hit, really. And his 10s are down here, so I'm leaving bigger guards on this end. All right. Again, we're watching +1s. +1s are good. We're keeping everything status quo. As you kind of pin the zombies back in the corner, that's going to go up to a +2. And that tells you when it's time to move. Okay, I'm going to work on another bonus. I've got the strip here. My next one's probably Enterprise. He's got a lot of troops here. Again, normally you'd be worried taking on an 11 and an 11 with a 21. But I'm going to take on 11 and be able to guard because you're just not going to lose that many troops. The reason you're not going to lose that many troops is because you win all ties against zombies. That's the big positive, is they're pretty weak. There's a lot of them, but they're pretty weak. And their bonus is getting the extra troops when they take you out. When they take out territory, getting the undead added back to them. Okay, so we're good for now. We're going to watch them again. This 10 up here is getting a little bit close for comfort to this 7. So I may add one to these two 7s to get them up to 8s. So I know I'm watching for like 14s and 15s. Again, it was all +1s there. I got an early 10 trade. We'll go 2s on these since we got some early cards. So got that up. We got a +2 on a territory also. So we'll go 9 there. Okay, we are going to finish up Enterprise here, which is a 3 territory because there's a blizzard in one during this round. The nice part now is when you start getting efficient. So I get to take this out, leave the 1 behind me, and I can move a lot faster now because I got a little protected. I also have this 8 I know I can adjust with after. So I can take out here, and I'm going to move my 8 down. I'm kind of holding this line, and I'm going to work on matching back up to it, kind of counterclockwise here. Again, even this part of the game, I'm not messing with Las Vegas or Henderson until later. They're just too big. They're tough to take, tough to hold. You need way too many guards. So I just don't recommend messing with them. Don't waste your troops on them. Okay, we're going to take the rest of Enterprise here, but we've got a portal, so we're going to have to leave some on the portal. But I've got a 10 there to reinforce it. Again, notice I'm only losing a few troops on each attack. I'm going to move my 10 back over to the portal. There we go. Watching the zombies, just making sure they're still +1s. So that's 38 troops. We're assuming that's probably a +1. So it's both. You're playing aggressively to Micro's asking, is it better to be aggressive or play it slow? What you're saying about the 40% zombies getting a huge income. Okay, so if they get below 40%, they go to their original rules in terms of reinforcements, which means they get 150% of their troops they have sitting on the board. So they get, if they have 50 troops across the board, they get 150 to add on that next turn. And it's going to mess up all of your wall that you have blocking the zombies because they're getting huge numbers on each one. They're doubling you and they break you really fast. So you're aggressive in terms of taking bonuses at this point, but you're doing it slowly, but you're focused on bonuses. And then when you start seeing that +2 happen, which you'll see here in a minute, when you start seeing that +2 happen, that's when you got to start moving fast because you only have a couple more turns to go before they're going to get that huge reinforcement and you're going to be in trouble. Okay, so I'm not messing with Las Vegas, like I said. I don't want to mess with Las Vegas proper. I'm going to leave this guard back here, this nice 18 guard. I'm going to start working my way out to my small bonuses. So I think I start with Greater Whitney here, but I'm going to do it slowly. I've got a 13 on the backside here, which I don't love. I guess I'm going to start from the bottom and work up here. I'm going to add a couple to my 9s. You don't want to just make every territory even and waste all your troops because you need to be more aggressive than that. Okay, so I get my 16 in the portal. This map is tricky in terms of what can attack what. So you just want to look really closely. I think I'm good here. I don't know, that portal is blocking me off, so it's a little tricky. I'm a little nervous about it. I'm going to say that I'm good, and we'll see if they... no, I've got a backup 8 here I can use just in case. Alright, so he's not double me anywhere. I'm getting more efficient with my guards. I'm getting to take more territory and covering it with fewer guards. He's not double me, so he can't attack me. Those were all +1s again. So we're right on pace with where we want to be. We're checking cards. Really, at this stage, you only want to turn in cards if you can get a +10. And I got a +10 with all territories. So I'm going to move these 2 guards out. I guess I'm working on Henderson, even though that's not normally my strategy. It just kind of is how it's happening here. So we're going to do that. So we'll do something like that. And think that 8 hits. Not, I'll fortify with it. Move back, something like that. Okay, so you're seeing I'm getting to build up my behind the wall ones. The other trick is that 40% rule is based off of if they have 40% of the troops on the board. So as your numbers get bigger, that's going to happen faster and faster. So the more territories you can leave as ones in lower guards, like you don't want to make these all huge guards and make yourself feel like you're super safe because that's actually going to end up being your detriment because you're going to end up with too many troops on the board. So keep your guards kind of even with their numbers, um, and don't build a big guard just to try to make yourself feel really safe because zombies will do the opposite. It's just how they work. Okay, I want to get up to these 3 guards here. So, but I gotta leave my portal. Um, how do I want to hit that? I think I want to go. So this one connects here, so I know I've got to get all 3 of these, which is going to be a little trickier than I would like to mess with right now at this stage in the game. But I'm going to go and just kind of keep these even. I can go 12 on 11, but what I'm going to do is go 17 on 11 and reinforce back behind. So we're all about the same on this wall. Alright, so here come the zombies. Again, keep watching. 29, we know that's a +1. They've probably got about 29 territories. So they're +1s everywhere. We're still good. They're only getting a +1. I'm going to keep moving out without having to cause myself to build too many more guards. So I'm going to build here. I'm going to do half here because I get to take that territory without having to add any guards. And then I can move here without having to add any guards. Okay. So we're looking at anywhere we have any issues. So the 15 11s are getting a little bit closer. I probably need to add to them. The 18 on 18. So we've got a pretty good setup here. We get to keep the 21 where we want it so that we can keep attacking next turn. We've got our portals really strong, so we're feeling good about it so far. The goal, if you guys can't tell yet, I'm going to swoop down here at the bottom and curl around this way. So I'm kind of working counterclockwise, even though I said I was going to work clockwise. Just ended up being the smoother way to go. Okay, so again, just looking for territories that I can take without having to add myself a bunch of guards. I'm going to take this territory, this territory, this territory. I'm going to add a few up here because I'm getting a little bit close. Okay, it's 18 out of 19. We're okay there for now. All right, so we're going to take these 3, which will cause us to have the same number of guards. Right? So still got our wall, still being efficient. I have 41 points so far in the tournament, so I'm kind of in the 2/3 position of who's going to be left after this round. How many points do you have, Micro? 39, yeah. I think there's going to be yeah, I know. I've basically got to win. I think if I got second, maybe 2 bounties or something like that, I would have a good shot. But it's going to take a lot. You only get 48 people through the next round. So that's a big jump to make, which I think is going to make this round kind of fun because I guess I'll go ahead and use the Joker. I think it's going to make this round extra fun, I guess. That's a term. Because people are going to have to make big moves to try to stay in the tournament. So I'm going to go here and here and keep my same number of guards. Check in just to make sure. I'll keep him balanced. these guys up. Also, keep watching your portals. That's one of the reasons they made this portals, is because that makes zombie in-game just way more challenging because you're dealing with a bunch of portals that you have to guard. Okay, because of that portal, I'm going to wait one more turn. No, because I can still guard from both of those. He can't hit me from there. So I can curl this guy around next turn. I can curl him around now. This is probably too aggressive. I'll probably yell at myself for doing that, so we'll see what happens. Let's watch real closely and see if they're a +2 here. Yeah, zombies at worst would get second, right? Yeah, so second is third. Julie Irwin, what are your points at? Yeah, so second place doesn't really exist in this round. You're either going to get the 12 for first or the 8 for third. Is that right? Yeah, 10 zombies are going to be 10 or 12 every time. 48. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. You're in a really good spot. What's your projection for cutoff next round? Was that +2s? They got 20 troops total, so they're still at +1s, but we're getting close to the point where they're going to start getting some +2s. Watch for them doubling you anywhere. Not anywhere close there. I'm going to come up here, I'm going to cut off them here. Okay, I think I got my path for now. Again, I can go 24 on 16, no big deal. Look, I still have 18 left. I can go 18 on 16, no big deal. So don't get too conservative in terms of normal risk rolling, where you're thinking you've got to be real conservative on your rolls or something. Okay, I'm going to come down here, and then I'm going to backside fortify with this 18. 49 or 50. I would love it to be 49 or 50 for the kill. Jolie, you're saying just to go and take out the zombies fully? Those are the +2s. Did you guys see the +2s? That's kind of why I was waiting. The +2s tell you, hey, it's time to go. You got to take out the rest of these zombies. Now, the tricky part in the tournament is we're still on turn timers, right? So, if you're down to this, you're going to have to be pretty quick about your attacking to go take them out, even if you have the time. Make sure you get your pathing right. And just like that. So, don't be scared to go ahead and finish off the zombies at that point. I watch for the +2s. So I don't stretch myself out too thin, put any extra pressure on myself I don't need by timing reasons. So I wait when I see the zombies are getting a +2. I know they're about to get a big reinforcement deal. So that's when I attack them. That's my guidance of when to attack them. You guys have any zombie tips that you're using? Julie Irwin thinks the cut will be higher than 50. I don't know what it'll be. If you look at here, let's do a little analysis here. You guys will love this, I'm sure. So if you do the score analysis from last round, the average score was 8. The average score from round 2 was 7 and 8. So let's say 8's the average score next round. We would want to look at where that 48th place is approximately. They're about at 45 points. So based off of averages, that's going to be somewhere in the 53 range. But obviously those are averages, so those aren't always the case. Averages don't always hold out. All right, we got another round 4 practice. Let's see if we can actually get in this one, if people will fill it up. If you guys are watching, you should jump in this practice so that we can get a good practice in. I'll put the game code up here. VJTJM. We at least got 4 in here. Okay, it went up higher than the average, I believe. Yeah, so the cut last time was what? Cut last time was 24. 24. And the cut now is going to be at 37. So it went up 13 points. So that's that could be a good rule of thumb to use. Maybe it's going to go up 13 points each time. If it goes up 13 points, we're at 50 that you need to be at. No. Yeah, 50. Yeah, so those are kind of two different rules to use there, I guess. Obviously, it depends on. I mean, if the lower scored people are the big winners in the round, the people that have lower scores coming into the round, that's going to be a lower. It's going to be a higher cut. More people get cut. But if everyone that's really high already scores highly, then that cut's going to be lower. It's just you got to be one of the ones that buck the trend and get a win. And get a win anyway. We're up to 5, so we might get to play a human game here. We can look at some of these opponents here. Cephas is in the tournament. Let's see where Cephas currently has 47 points after round 3. Pearly is at 43 points. Okay, let me jump over. Oh, Micro's in. Nice. And Jolie's blue. Okay, cool. This will be fun. Let's see your guys' strategy. You're going to get to see my fog, obviously. So Zombie Outbreak, the first part of Zombie Outbreak, they take 1 territory from each opponent. That's how they get their starting position. This is going to be weird playing with fog with you guys because you're going to know what I'm doing, but hopefully we can still get some value out of it. My game is going to be based off of finding a small bonus, right? I need to find a small bonus, take it, and hold it. Again, hitting a zombie 4 is not a big deal. I'm looking where my troops are in the best position. I don't want to hit this red 6. I don't really want to go through a blue 4. I have a shot over here at Greater Whitney on a 3 troop, so I think I'm going to take that. I'm going to have to be a little bit slow about it. Maybe just try to convince people not to hit me here. Okay. Maybe could have gone 2-on-2 with the zombies here. Likely win that, and I would have gotten to fortify up to 3. That probably would have been the smarter move to make, because the zombie's going to hit me here, or hit somebody here. So the zombies have a 7 stack down here at the bottom, which means they can literally hit any of these territories. But again, it's not random who they're going to hit. It's actually pre-programmed their favorite path through the map, and then they'll have a second option if they can't attack that favorite because there's double, and they'll have a third option, a fourth option, and so on through here. I was looking at where these got. Pearly is at 43 points so far in the tournament. We know where Micro is, Cephas, and General Tabata, which Jolie is. So a bunch of people still in the tournament here. Red botted? Oh my gosh. Come on, Pearly. See if he said why he botted. Oh, it doesn't have portals. Okay, we're going to restart. All right, we're going to jump back out in the lobby and restart this. see when we get this set up. Hopefully they will recreate a new ID here. All right, 9P996. There we go. Micro steals blue. All right, we're waiting on you, Jolie, if you want to jump in. No pressure. Let's look at our opponents. Cephas Stamper is an expert from the Seychelles, I believe is that flag. 289 hours played, 178, 452. The Undead are really good at Risk. Pearlyburn Master. There we go. We got General Tabata now playing as yellow. Everybody ready up? Oh, we lost Pearlyburn at the last second. Ah, we're still wrong. Okay. Doing it again. I'm offering to build it. We're gonna get this for sure, guys. Don't worry. All right, 7Z, 8ZP. If you guys are playing Risk, watching this on my YouTube channel at Mitch on Risk, you guys should be in this Discord community. It is an awesome community of people that are willing to help each other, teach people how to get better at the game. It's awesome. Really cool community. All you have to do is join Discord, find the Risk channel. That's where you can find out things like tournaments, um, find groups to practice with, ask questions about strategy. Hey, I'm having trouble with this. They'll put it in the Discord. It's awesome. Really cool community. I'll link it down in my comments. Obviously, there's a lot of people that put Risk content online, also on YouTube. And I'll try to link to their stuff. So my round 3 game is on my YouTube channel at Mitch on Risk, and you in the comments can see other round 3 games links. So you can see how other people played it. I don't claim to be the biggest risk expert in the world, and there's a million different ways to play the game. That's the cool part about it, is the different strategies and things people have developed over time with this game that used to just be a board game. All right, let's see what we got here in Vegas. Vegas has 10 bonuses. My recommendation is to avoid Las Vegas or Henderson. It's just too hard on this map until you get late in the game. So find you a smaller bonus that you can take and take some control of the game. When you're playing zombies and really good opponents, you want to be really safe about your moves. Make sure you're defending your territories right. So I'm looking for an option that's just a couple of territories. I've got position up in North Las Vegas, but I'm not going to mess with that. That's too many troops I got to waste. Greater Whitney's again an option, but my best option's down here in Enterprise, right? So I'm going to hit here. I can even let someone break me there and keep my 5 for now. Make sure I'm looking at this border right. Yeah. So I'm got my 5. I still got to take out a 3 and a 1. I'm going to wait till next turn to do that. I'm going to fortify down here because I kind of like that positioning better for now. Here we go on Micro's turn. So the settings real quick, we'll run through them for round 4. We are playing Zombie Apocalypse, map Las Vegas. Setup is auto, turn timer is 60 seconds, expert difficulty. Card bonus is fixed, which fixed portal zombies is really tough. And then you throw it into this Las Vegas map. The trouble with the Las Vegas map is it's really hard to get those guards that are guarding 3 or 4 different continents because it's just super flat, super connected. Everything's adjacent to each other, so you got to build a really long wall to fight off zombies on this map. So that's what's interesting about these settings, and I think that's what kind of makes them fun. So it looks like Blue is building down here. Micro's building down here, doing some work over in the Henderson area or Lake Mead potentially. He's got a 6 up here, so he's going to take the strip next turn. The strip has a blizzard in it. It's usually a 3 territory bonus, but he's only got to take 2 because it's got a blizzard in it for this one. The blizzards affect this map a lot also because they create some sort of boundary in a map that has almost no boundaries. Your only external plays are up here. You've got one external, which almost always there's a blizzard either here, here, or here, blocking one of these external routes. So this one's blocked on this round. So you've only got these 2 externals and this one over on the right side of the board left due to this blizzard. All right, so here goes White. White, I think, is Pearlyburn, yeah. He is going to take... So this 2 territory bonus is almost like an Australia situation where it's the easiest guard on the board. The problem is a lot of people go for it because they want that 2 territory bonus against zombies. You can build up real big guards and go pretty much anywhere on the board from here. So the difference from Australia in the classic board is that this is right in the center of the board, so you can hit everywhere. You don't have to turtle. But it also is super competitive to get these 2 territories. People expend a lot of troops to take them over. Again, zombies can hit anywhere they have double the troops. He's got a 6 here, so he can hit my 2. My 2 is gone. When they take out those troops, they get to add back half of the troops they took out, rounded up. So if a 4 zombie takes out a 2 human, they get an extra troop. Yeah, and I got this 11 about to take me completely off the board. Luckily, he went the other way. Someone got a big stack hit there by that 11 that came at me just now. So right now, again, when you're playing your early game, you're trying to find your bonus, but you're keeping a couple of external positions just in case. We're also playing for bounties, obviously, so you want those external positions to potentially give yourself a chance at a bounty later also. All right, so yellow is signaling to me he would like Greater Whitney. I'm not in it, so he shouldn't be upset with me. Magenta is up here in Spring Valley, so we should be good to kind of partner up here. I would like to get rid of the zombies, but I don't know how far back they're going here. Man, I don't know if I want to keep messing with those. I'm going to leave it like this. Not take a bonus, which is a bit of a risky decision. I'm also considering moving down into one position down here in the corner. No, I'm not going to do that yet. Okay. All right, so early in the game, the zombies are getting a percentage of troops every turn. The zombies last turn got 14 troops. That is a percentage of the troops they have on the board, working their way from 40, 60, 80, and all the way up to 150%, as long as they're less than 40% of the troops on the board. As soon as they get over that number, then they just start getting their +1s everywhere. A lot easier to control them. Magenta and white have a standoff going here in the old Sunrise Manor, which is a 2 territory hold. Magenta concedes. And he lets white take Sunrise Manor. White will get really big here right in the middle by taking Sunrise Manor here. White takes Sunrise Manor. He likes that everyone was nice to him. So we'll give him a congratulations. Here go the zombies. What they get that time? 22 troops. They got a 4-on-2. They can take me out up here. They got a 5-on-2 now. That stinks. Hopefully he comes down. Again, they have a predefined. I'm getting hit either way. No. They have a predefined path that they're working on. And they go 2-on-1. They're going to get that 1 back every time. When they win, they get that troop back as an undead troop. They get half rounded up. Okay, we really need a bonus. And we've got these 2 zombie territories, which should be the easier ones to attack. I think I can work and be friends with Magenta here and build my wall like this. So that I can keep a 1 in the back. If not, Magenta will break me. And that would be not cool. Alright, so we're going to just try to build big enough to keep the zombies out, leave a 3. He's got a 2, so he's not going to be double that anytime soon. We're going to try to hold with that and see how it goes. See if Magenta wants to be our friend. These 2s would have to get up to 6s to attack me, and it could happen. Part of the high level play of zombies is knowing how to direct them at your opponents, and we'll get into that a little later in the week as it gets closer. But we'll talk a little bit of strategy on how to use the zombies as an offensive tool to attack your opponents. Magenta's got a 9. He's going to finish off his bonus, I think. Got kind of an interesting exterior out here. I'd rather them all be kind of in one spot so that no one wanted to hit me, but just don't have that done yet. My job now is to build up my bonus, slowly hit a zombie and let him have it back kind of thing. I'd like the zombies to be away from me is what I'd really like, but that's hard to do in this game. Again, if you take the zombies out early, it doesn't help you because they just come back into the game. Magenta is letting White know that they're friends. White, if you get broken in fog, just a reminder, some people may not realize that they're breaking you. It's one trick of fog. Like, Magenta could have hit me here and maybe not known that that was actually being held. Okay, so the zombies get up to 5 here. Don't like that. I'm hoping that there's some weaker territories on this side and it's not all zombies, so that he'll push back this way into the center of the map. But it's looking not like that. The zombies got 56 troops here. So that number, again, their first few turns, they're just getting increments of their percentage of total troops on the board. So they're going to build up real fast until they hit that 40% mark on the board. When they hit the 40%, you'll know because it'll just be a +1 everywhere. Good. He moves off 2 there, and that's where I want to attack anyway. So I'm going to build up this 3 to be a little tougher to fight off the zombie, and then I'm going to attack here on this portal, and it'll give me a little view into the map also. Alright, let's see what yellow does. I think yellow's getting 7 troops, so they have Greater Whitney here. which is a 4-troop bonus plus their 3 for territories. Looks like they took 1 and stopped. We're going to build up our zombie backing here. We're going to hope Magenta stays cool with us. I'm going to add 1 here just in case he doesn't. Put everybody else here. Attack this portal. Hope not to lose anybody. Came off pretty good. And so now we've got a little wall against the zombies. They're at a 7-5. I'm at a 6-5, so I'm good at least for now. Hopefully. Actually, I'm going to fortify back down because I don't feel super good about that based off how many troops they got last turn. We're going to go 7-6 for now. Hopefully the zombies are getting close to that 40% mark. Usually around round 5, we're in round 4. Around round 5 in a typical game with these tournament settings, I've seen that about round 5 they switch back to their +1s because they end up with so much of the board. So be ready in round 3 and round 4, you're going to get hit hard by zombies. Most of your exterior positions will be taken out. Alright, we got blue's turn. All we can see of blue is this 4 in the portal down here. Magenta hits up in this portal. Maybe just wants to take a look at what white's doing. He comes down into Sunrise Manor to take a look at white. He's hitting a couple. He's just taking a look at the board, so he's got his exterior working. He just wants to see what everyone's got. He will not do that 4-on-4. Oh, he's slow rolling the 4-on-4. He does. Wow. He breaks yellow. That is a tough break there, Jolie. So Magenta breaks yellow. Guess he just didn't like that yellow was getting those troops. Magenta's getting 3 troops a turn, and he didn't like that yellow had a bonus, apparently. Vegas is a tricky map to tell where the borders hit, but with fog, it helps you. Like, I know Las Vegas South doesn't hit Sunset Park, so I don't need a guard there because I'm in fog, and it's not showing up. Okay, the bot's getting 78. Here's going to get wild. He's not double anything down here against me, but he's building up some big troop numbers. But he's going to hit some exteriors. He may take pink out of this position completely. He doesn't have enough to take him out up here, I don't think. Magenta is in some trouble, though. Ah, the bot goes through mine instead of Magenta here. Magenta may be gettable. I don't know exactly how many troops he has because he's been getting a bonus the last couple turns. The bot hit here. Yeah, yellow takes out Magenta in retaliation for being mean to him. Yeah, there goes Magenta. So Magenta decided to waste a bunch of troops last turn and to break yellow, which was a very strange move. I am keeping an eye on the leaderboard just to make sure they don't put up round 4. And they have not put up round 4 yet, just so you guys know. Alright, we can turn him for a 6 now. Oof, do we do that? I think we do, just so no one gets the idea that they should come kill me. And play a little defensive there. I can hit here, keep my same number of guards. Hope that yellow and white don't hit me on this backside, which they could obviously break me. Oh, yellow broke him first. Okay, I just couldn't see. I didn't see that happening. Gotcha. So yellow broke Magenta. Magenta got mad, but then yellow got to get the bounty, so I guess it worked out. It's kind of like the referees seeing a big fight happen and they always get the second guy. I thought it was Magenta's fault. Alright, blue comes to just see what I have, but doesn't hit me. That was good. I think blue maybe took. Yeah, took the strip because we know he attacked from here. So he's got the strip. It's only 2 territories in this round because of the blizzard. See what white's doing. White we know is in Sunrise Manor. Building strong here. But we don't see white anywhere exterior. Yeah, they were weak. Yeah, I mean, it ended up being a perfect play. You had the perfect kill line on him, too. Can't remember how many troops White. White got 5, so he's just got Sunrise Manor. He's building slowly here. The zombies are hitting. Gosh. The zombies break me because they got in through the back door here that was left, which is a really smart play. So that's some of the strategy um, of having the zombies attack your opponents, leaving that little back door open. I actually wasn't paying attention to how that connects. So, but that's the offensive strategy in terms of having zombies help you. You can let them hit your opponents. I got to work on how I would reconstitute any kind of bonus through here. I think I hit here, here, and then split my guard. Yellow attacked quite a bit. Yellow got 7 troops, so I think still just holding Greater Whitney. Just building his troop count up, which is super smart. I've got 9s here from the bot that I need to make sure I am protecting against, and I really don't want the zombies in behind me. So we're just going to see how many troops they take from me here. Ugh, did not want to lose that many. Okay. So we pull off a couple here. If we leave it at 7, he's got to get to a 14 to hit me. Yellow's got an 11 stack here. Doesn't have the bonus. Blue has this bonus. He just keeps taking it back from the zombies, but he's leaving a 1. Which the zombies are just hitting. So he'll have to split his guards this time. Yeah, he splits them at 7. We don't know what the other one is. White's down to 3 troops. That's interesting. White's down to 3 troops, but he gets cards. He goes and hits blue. I'm wondering if blue was the one that broke White's Sunrise Manor, and that was the retaliation from White there, maybe. White gets another 10 troops for turning in cards, and he likely comes and hits either yellow or I here. No, he just builds a guard on that territory. He's going to fortify. Okay, so the zombie's going to hit me here. The 3v1's going to hit me here. Or the 2v1, doesn't matter. And then he'll take out this one also, but I don't think he'll be double me to hit any of my other 3 territories. Yes, he takes that. He loses the 2-on-1. Zombies are building. We don't know how hard they're hitting White up here. We know Yellow's got a position in Greater Whitney. That's why he's getting his +7. Because we know he doesn't have this bonus down here in the valley. So he's getting that Greater Whitney bonus still. But he's got zombies mostly wrapped around him. But he's got this nice exterior position, this 11. But I think White knows that because White was down here killing blue. I don't know if they saw it or not. Maybe they didn't. We'll go ahead and take our turn in again because we're the weakest of the 3 human players right now. We build here. We try to take our bonus and guard a little bit. White's now blocking zombies. We're blocking zombies. Yellow's blocking zombies. So we're in this weird 3-player. These are all 3 human players left, all guarding against zombies. Kind of an interesting scenario. I'm going to leave this 7. Yeah, I leave this 7 in case they decide to hit my 10 for some reason. So I can come back out. I don't need to have it outside yet. Gotcha. There you go. I thought White might hit me like that. He didn't realize that at 12, though. Yeah. White's playing for some bounties, huh? He's gonna lose all of this. I don't know what he left next to the yellow, though. He just got hit by a 9, so don't know what he has left there going. If I was at this point of the game, in my tournament game, I'm in 4th place, so I'm getting 6 points. I know I'm basically out of the tournament at this point. So I don't see a way I get to the end of this game. But I think I do. Okay, so I just wanted to see what White had left there. White goes before the zombies, which matters here. I think I leave that. Let the zombies. White goes before the zombies, so yeah, I let him hit here. The zombies will hit here. My 4's not going to hold on much longer out there. He's going to go 15 on 9. No, he hits the zombies. He wants to see what I have left, or he just wanted the easy take? Okay. Don't know what White has left up here because he just used a lot of troops and he probably didn't leave a lot of guards. And the zombies are kind of eating him up back behind. White's 13 may be about all he has left. Yellow's getting 9 and he got 10 troops for cards. That's a big number. Again, at this point, don't waste your. Oh, Yellow hits Y and takes him out of the game. Yeah. So he was down to very few troops there left. Yellow takes him out of the game. He doesn't get cards. Okay. So again, you don't want to waste all your troops on zombies at this point. So what you want to do is be really mean to the guy that was nice to you. Go hit him as hard as you can, knowing that he has another position on the other side of the board that you have no chance of taking out, you don't think. But now I at least have a lot of. Oof. Yeah. I mean, I'm stuck in 3rd here. There's no way I take out Yellow. But a lot of zombies are going to add in between. Again, these are the +1s. Zombies are over that 40% mark on the board, so they're just getting +1s on each territory. I'm kind of hiding behind a little bit of a pack of them because that's all. Oh, my 4. So Yellow takes me out. Then we'll watch some Yellow in game, see how it goes. Yellow's playing it slow. We just go take a look for fun. The zombies go before yellow, so we're gonna leave a nice little gap here. Yeah. Yeah, having so at least one bonus you're gonna need for that end game really. Two bonuses really helps, but you can win the end game no matter what. Basically, I want to say every time you can win the end game against zombies. Um, you just got to be patient and you got to move at the right time. All right, yellow's getting 9, and he got his cards again. He gets my 4 cards, which will also help him in his end game. So we'll watch a little bit of it. We'll spectate here for just a few minutes of his end game. Good game. So you can see where yellow's at. He's got that Sunrise Manor, which is really valuable. He's taken another bonus, knowing the zombies are going to take out this one. He's split into 2 positions, though. This is Joe Lee, by the way, playing as yellow. So the zombies can only get there because remember, zombies can only get can only attack if they have double the number of troops. Yellow gets 12. He's got the Greater Whitney bonus, and he's got the Sunrise Manor bonus, and he's got the Strip bonus. So he's getting +9. He gets 8 for cards. What he wants to do here is move slowly, taking bonuses, and not leave a spot where the zombies can hit him. So he leaves a 5. The zombies have a 10 down here next to his 5. So he's got to be patient in terms of not leaving too much of a gap. Just so you guys know, zombies don't get bonuses. So having a continent means nothing to zombies. We're getting an oops. Yeah, so that 10 and 5 situation was not a good one for yellow. Zombies don't get a certain number of troops for having a certain number of territories like human players do. That's a common confusion. They also don't get continent bonuses, so you don't have to worry about breaking the zombies in that term. All of their troop reinforcements are based off the number of troops they have on the board. Right now, they have at least 40% of the board, so they're just getting a bunch of +1s everywhere. Yeah, this map is tricky in terms of connections for sure. Figuring out which connects to what. The fog helps when you're not in the end game because you know what you can see. But yeah, it is tricky. All right, yellow takes his bonus. He's got a 4 here. As long as that 6 turns to a 7, which it should, he should be fine. The problem is he's got to split this 11. And he's got a 14 and 11 next to it. So we need 6. He needs 7 really here. And he needs 8 here. But he's only got 12 troops. So he needs to move that 11 over, and then he needs to pull some from another spot that's okay. That is protected right now. Or leave the 1. So again, if it doesn't work, just leave your 1. Let the zombies have their 1, and then take it that next turn. Don't ruin your whole game trying to protect against that. The zombies again, once they attack, they get half of those troops back. So when he hit his 7 there, he got 3.5, which rounds up to 4 troops back added to him as the zombie. So that's what makes them tough when they start getting on a roll. It snowballs really fast when zombies attack because they're killing your people and then using them against you. That's how zombies work. All right, so the zombies are still to +1. They're in a good spot. They just got a bunch of troops, 44 troops. They're to +1, which means they don't have enough of the board to get a bigger advantage than that. So yellow's keeping him at status quo. He should split there. He does. He gets to split and hold. He'll do the same thing on his next turn, likely, and split and hold to take this bonus. Again, one of your advantages over zombies in your end game is that you get bonuses and they don't. So take advantage of the bonuses. He's got a couple of precarious spots. He's got a 7 up here next to a couple of 13s. So he's going to add to give him some more room. Because again, zombies can't attack unless they're W. Not a W, but double your amount of troops. So he's got 8s there. So they'd have to get up to 16s to hit him. The 16s don't touch his 8, so he's good for now. He can split here, take his new bonus. Okay, we're still at +1s, which is good. You got plenty of time. You can go slow. As long as the zombies are in +1 mode, you can go slow. It's not random. People think that zombie troop addition is random. It's all based off the number of troops on the board. So as you're building and taking control of the board, that's getting more and more precarious. When it gets to a certain level of precarious, they go to +2, then +3 each turn. Once they go to +3, you're in big trouble because their next turn, they're going to get 150% of their troops. So basically, they triple whatever their troops are on the board, they get to add back to their territories, and you're in big trouble when that happens. They're going to break you really badly. He's doing some small troop additions. He's got to connect these territories at some point, these two big continents at some point, or make a move like he just did there, where he starts getting to be efficient about his guards. So he's going to start working out from the middle, so he gets to leave those ones in the back. Leaving those ones in the back also helps keep you in the status quo in terms of your troop number on the board versus the zombie troop number on the board. Zombies, when they get to 40, when they get below 40% of the troops on the board, that is when they get to do their bigger troop movements of +2s, +3s, and then their big 150 reinforcement. So these attacks are set up to where he's not creating any more spots that he has to guard. He now has a portal, so he's going to have to hold that. Even though it's on a blizzard, he'll have to hold this portal position, but he's getting to be more efficient with his guards, holding more territory. He's also got another bonus now. He has taken the Valley bonus, Spring Valley, for another +4. The zombies can't hit him because they're not double anywhere. He's doing a good job paying attention to his troop count to make sure that he can't be attacked by the zombies. He's going to start working off of this side now. 19 hits the 13, takes the portal. He'll have to hold that portal so he can work out from here, but he's going to have to hold the portal. But he can start working his way up for this paradise. Again, zombies don't win ties in rolls, so you can roll like a 17 versus a 20 and you're going to win against zombies. It's not your normal disc or your normal risk rules in terms of what dice are going to have. He's getting 8 here. Is that right? Oh, he's getting 22 because of his bonuses. Then he got 10 with a 2 on his cards. So he's hitting there. He can split his guard again. Once he fills in the middle of his territory, he's going to create a lot of efficiency in terms of where he can lead ones. And also he can take Paradise, which he just did. Paradise, Nevada is a +3 with 3 guards. He's going to split guard or he's going to move from somewhere. I don't know. And block that back off for him. Should be, he's going to fortify back. Okay, so he's leaving this one, basically saying, hey, I attacked a little too far, which is okay. Again, if you get in a tough spot where you don't have enough troops to split and protect against the zombies having double adjacent to you, do that. Give them back their 1, that's fine. Leave yourself protected. Don't think, oh, maybe they won't attack me, because they literally have to attack you. They will attack you because that's their programming rules. Adds a couple more. He's going to get to take it this time, leaving a true split guard. And he gets to start getting an extra bonus, and he can start being more efficient with his guards now, because he's filling in this gap between his two different blocks. Again, if you're in a tournament game, you can leave at this point if you already lost. You don't have to watch this, but this is going to happen in almost every tournament game. That one player, well, it's going to happen in every game. It's going to be one player versus the zombies. The zombies are going to get second or first every time, because even if you take the zombies out early, they respawn on their next turn. So the last player has to take them out to get those first place points. All right, zombies are growing. We probably need to be slightly more aggressive, but we're going to be more efficient now with our area. So he can make a big move here because he's getting to protect from a single guard. Yeah. So he gets 2 territories. Next turn, he can bring up this and really start getting some efficiency. Zombies are still +1, so we're still at a good status quo. They're not really close to doubling anywhere. Maybe this 12 is getting a little precarious next to a 21. That's really the only one I see. Yeah. These up here in his original bonus up in Greater Whitney. So he just adds a couple of there just to make it to where the zombies can't double him up. And then he can keep working on filling out this area to where he can get down to a 3 guard here pretty soon. Maybe even a 2 guard in this area. So he gets to hit, leave a split guard. In general, on this Vegas map, if you see this X like this, Black Mountain can hit Green Valley South. There are a bunch of X's. This is connected. So if you're wondering if you got to leave an extra guard, you do. That actually is connected. Yeah. I've done that a bunch of times in my practice games. So he does a fortify. He's got some extra troops over here on the portal, so he gets to build and keep that guard. If you didn't have that fortify to make, just move your troops back and protect yourself back here. Okay, so now he's starting to move a little bit faster. He's getting to fill out this area. You're going to want to keep coming here counterclockwise, fill out this area, and leave just this top wall to work with. So taking out these 3 would leave him 3 guards. Probably doesn't have enough to do that. He can take out these 2, because also Paradise Hills hits McCullough Hills. Yep, so he gets to move his 14 down. He's got a nice guard set up there. The 14 is doubled by 28, so the 28 is going to hit him here. He's going to get a little bit of a run through him. This is what's painful about zombies. Yeah. It can go on like this for a while too. So you hope that they do that. They basically move their stack in the wrong direction. It helps you out. They'll fortify back and you can come clear back out this spot. He takes his 21. He's going to clean this back up and put his guard here where he needs it. Where they can't double him. Just like so. Okay, so he's down to a lot fewer guards. Again, watch the zombie ads. It's a +1 still, so we're still good. We still got time. We can go slow. But he's down to fewer guards here. He's got the 4 portals he's having to guard, which is making it tough. But then he's only got, I don't know, 10 more spots he's guarding in. And that's going to get a lot more efficient if he can get up to this 24 up here in E. Nellis Air Force Base. It's going to take a little while to get there. So he's got it. He's built back out his guards. He's got a nice 3 guard here. The 13 can't be doubled by a 24, so he's fine. He could fortify if he was worried about it, but should be good as long as it's a +1. I would put a couple troops there just to not have to worry about it, but should be a +1 and you should be good. There you go. Also, while you're doing this, keep checking your portals. When you're doing your drafts, make sure you're adding to your portals every once in a while because they've got a 25, a 26, and a 22. That's one of the ones you can definitely forget about as you're going through the game. You can definitely forget portals, and that's a really depressing moment when they hit you in a portal. And again, that's why the tournament team did portal zombies. It just makes it tougher. Makes it a more fun game, but definitely tougher, a tougher challenge, and requires a little more skill. So he's got enough here to finish this out potentially. No, got a 26 here. He's got a hit, but he gets to start getting some efficiency again. He can build off his portal. He'll be able to get up to the Air Force Base next turn. Zombies are still the +1, so we still got time. We're not in a rush. When you start seeing that +2, you got to start thinking efficiently. Like, okay, I got like 2 more rounds to get him taken out of the board. So what do I need to do position wise? Puts his 38 here. He goes and hits the portal. Okay. He goes uber aggressive. Gonna just take him out on this turn. Again, when you're playing your tournament game, you do have the clock here, so that's why I wait for the +2 to do it. You probably have enough. You definitely have enough troops to do it here, but I wait for that +2. I would have waited one more turn probably to give me the chance to make sure I had enough time to hit all of these. He's attacking fast enough. He's fine. Oh boy. Oh boy. Again, just one turn too early probably at that move. So now the zombies get 18 because they get 150%. So now they're at that 150% rule. So they got 18 when they had 12 troops. You guys saw how those numbers work. Now he gets this 30 running through all of his ones, and this game goes on forever. So again, wait, in my opinion, wait until you get to the +2s. When zombies are getting +2s, that's the time to make your move to take them off the board. If you're patient about it, you can prevent this scenario from happening. All right, we're going to call that good. Hopefully that helps you guys with some of your zombie prep as we're working towards round 4. I will update you guys as round 4 pairings and schedule comes out and we get to see that cutoff. And we'll talk a little more about round 4 in the coming days and a little more strategy about it. Thank you guys for tuning in. I am at Mitch on Risk. You can follow me on YouTube. Follow all my games. All my tournament games will be on there. Yellow might get the kill while we're doing this sign off. So yeah, you can follow all my tournament games on there. I also link to other streamers' games so that you guys can watch them, see how they do stuff. Yellow does get his kill and win, so we get to end on a good note. Until then, thank you for tuning in, Riskateers, and may your dice be nice. See you guys next time.